It's on. It's on. Hiya all, it's me again, Alex Francis. Hope you're okay today. I'm doing good as usual. Sorry, and that's all I can really say and stuff. Sorry, at the same time struggle saying what I'm going to say. That's it. Sometimes I struggle clicking my fingers. I did it once when I was 24, but anyway. So yeah, hey all, it's me Alex. Hope you're okay today. I'm doing fine as usual. Hope you lot are. You know what I mean. And this video is actually going to be a little bit different. So it is. It's actually going to be a bit of a story thing, a tale from the past, as I'd call it. And the reason why I want to do this is that don't get me wrong, I love talking about Atari and I love bashing the other competitors because that's what they deserve. But I thought I want to talk about other things than Atari. It's not that I hate Atari. That's not the thing. I love Atari. Like I said, I will love Atari until the day I die. So Atari, you know what I mean? One of the biggest fans out there. So yeah. I woke up this morning, I was having my breakfast, and I remembered something that happened quite a long time ago, today on this date. Now, back in 2005, the 28th of June, 2005, 14 years ago today, a very unusual event happened for me and my uncle. So it did. So back in 2005. So at this point, I was 18. So I turned 18 on New Year's Eve the previous year. So I was over 18. So I was, and I get a phone call off my uncle. But unfortunately, I missed it. So I ended up using one of the telephone boxes that are still, you know what I mean, those boxes that they have around. And I ring the phone number. And obviously it's my uncle. And he tells me some interesting thing that's happening today. Well, again, back in 2005. He says there's some, as he calls it, a female dancing parlour that's happening. It's opening up today. And he asked me if we want to check it out. So I asked him, so okay, well, what is this female what's this female dancing parlour thing? And he tells me, well, it's a sort of place that teaches people to dance. And obviously helps them, you know, be attracted to other people and maybe make friends and stuff. So I thought, well, that'd be interesting, that. You know, at that point, I was still very, very antisocial. I didn't have a lot of friends. And even my uncle was very antisocial. Because remember, we both had MySpace accounts at the time, so we did. We used MySpace a lot. And obviously, we all know that Facebook was becoming more and more popular. And we just said, screw that Facebook, we're sticking to MySpace. And that's what happened. So he sends me an email, so he does, about what this female dancing parlour is. So I read it. And I think this sounds really, really interesting. So we end up going and attending what this is. And maybe, you know, we might get a girlfriend each, or whatever. We might get new friends or whatever if we attend this this female dancing parlour. So what ends up happening is we attend, we go in, and everyone's just staring at us. So they are, which we don't understand that. We really, really don't understand that. So what ends up happening is my uncle asks me, he says, what would you like to drink? It turned out they sold alcohol at this place, or they sold drinks or whatever. And I thought, I didn't even know they did that here. You know what I mean? At these dancing parlour places. So what ends up happening is I ask him, I says, can you get me a glass of orange juice, please? So he gets me a glass of orange juice, and he gets himself, I think he actually got himself a pint of orange juice as well. We don't drink. Even to this day, we still don't drink. I did try it when I turned 18, did not like it. Same my uncle, he tried it when he was 18 and he did not like it either. So we end up sitting down and everyone keeps staring at us. Wondering, I remember this these 5 people, I remember, spoke to us, and they said to me, says, "Who are you lot?" And I go, I'm Alex. This is my uncle. My uncle. We were really scared because they looked like they might, you know, sort of like, you know, they were gonna make fun of us or something. You know what I mean? So what ends up happening is they said, "Okay, that's fine." Then the stage lights up, and again so that we still think maybe it's some sort of, you know, dancing parlour thing, like someone's going to teach us. No, that's not what it was. This was no dancing parlour where we were taught how to dance. You know what it was? And we could not believe this. And it took us about 15 minutes to realise what this was. So this woman comes on the stage and says to us, says, "Good evening all, how are you all today?" or whatever. Says, "Yeah, we're all doing good." And she says to me, says, "Do you want to see something interesting?" So she puts the music on, and I think it's some music, I don't know what it was. It was some stuff I liked at the time. And she just starts coming on, she just starts dancing away. And again, we think this is maybe some sort of tutorial. Do you know what she did? I could not believe this. Neither could my uncle. We were mortified. She took her clothes off. We could not believe this. We were scared, like, what the flip's going on? I thought, are we not being taught how to dance here? I'm gonna have nightmares tonight after this. It turned out it was a stripping parlour thing. A stripping club, that's what it was. We were not told this. It said nowhere, it didn't say that anywhere. All it said was, "This is a female dancing parlour." We were scared. So what ends up happening is me and Uncle we just started getting worried. So we did. So I'm drinking my juice because again I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm literally shaking. So my uncle and this woman, she starts dancing on the table. She almost knocks my orange juice over. When I put it back on the table, you know what I mean? She almost knocks it over. And then she says to me, said, would you like me to dance near you? And I'm like, no. And she does it anyway. So me and Uncle, we just end up drinking our drinks. And then she asks for money, and I'm like, "What the flip?" I says, "We've already paid our entry to win." Oh no, it was a free entry. And I'm just shaking. I say to my uncle, "Have you got any money in your pocket? Have you got any money in your pocket?" He says, "No, so I don't have any change left." So I got in my pocket. I've got 17 pence. I just put it on the table. I just push it nearer, and we just escape. So we do. We just escape. So we leave. We leave this place. And we just leave and we're mortified, we're crying because we're just upset about what's happening. So then, what's happening? So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. my grandmother rings my uncle because she's wondering where we all are, where we both are, and so what's happening is he lies to her and he says to us as we're just in the 24/7 arcade. Video game arcade place, and this was during the time when video game arcades were still open till late. Obviously, you had to be over 18 to stay after 9 o'clock. And, so that's what happens. And then, we didn't know this at the time. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this. She ends up ringing the video game players. And obviously, she asks if my son and grandson are there. And obviously, we're not there. And she gets annoyed. So then, she rings my uncle again. And she says to him, he says, "Where are you? Where are you? Where are you two? I've just rung up the video game place. You're not there." So, we end up getting back to my grandmother's, my uncle's mother. And she gets really annoyed at us. She says, "Why didn't you tell us where you were?" So we tell her where we were. And she just laughs her head off. She says to us, "Are you kidding me? You went to one of those places?" I said, "Well, we did not. We did. It was false advertising. It was false advertising. We were not told what the entertainment was properly, okay? It turned out it wasn't what we were told." So, she just laughs about it. It turns out she tells her friends. And I know that this evening she's going to text me about it. My own grandmother. Yeah, she's like 100 years old and she knows how to use a mobile phone. What the heck? So yeah. So yeah, that's my awful story. So yeah. Female dancing parlour wasn't what we expected. I'm sorry to tell you all this embarrassing story. I know the thing is, I want to tell all of you, do not go to these female dancing parlours. They're not what you think. They're not what you think, okay? I'm gonna turn the video off now.